What's going on, Flux fam? So I know that my credentials really aren't fit for something like this, but as leader of the Streamcatchers Discord, link will be in the description below, please make sure you join if you want to be part of a great community. There's been a lot of people asking me about kind of how to be a good small streamer. This video is going to give you 5 major things to think about if you're trying to become a streamer. Now this is more catered towards Twitch than it is like Facebook or YouTube, but I think the general ideas behind these points will help you very much. About one thing before we even get into the video is that a lot of these major streamers that you may look up to, like Ludwig and TimTheTatman and Nick Mercs and Nick NMP and all these people, Miskiff, they've been doing this for years and years, and becoming a big Twitch streamer is not something you can do overnight. And the other thing to think about is becoming a big streamer is kind of relative to who you're talking to. There might be people who, you know, want to become this millionaire Twitch streamers with 23,000 viewers on average. There could be people who just want 300 and they're happy with that. So this is kind of on how to be a good small streamer with aspirations of being bigger than that. So that's what we're gonna get into today. So generally speaking, there are 2 reasons that people come to a Twitch channel. Those 2 reasons are gameplay and streamer personality. For Twitch, competitive gaming kind of changed the game for streaming. And many of the famous streamers currently are or were competitive gamers. Twitch's inception was built upon the esports genre, and for that culture is deeply still ingrained into Twitch. Many people come into Shroud's stream, for instance, and want to see him annihilate the opposition. They all want to see him shredding opponents and watching his highlight clips. The other side of Twitch, which is actually my personal favorite, is people who want to have a conversation with chat, want to be funny and hang out on their stream.
I think you mean
no.
Do you mean 20 as well?
Lick my fucking fuck off.
Got you, bitch.
One of the things I like personally about TimTheTatman, for instance, is that he gets a little bit of both sides of this. I wouldn't say he's the best player, but he definitely is better than the average. So he kind of has those moments where there's definitely clip-worthy games, but he also has his awesome and funny, hilarious moments. So he kind of is the unicorn of Twitch streamers, where he's both funny and both cracked. Main point number 1 for being a Twitch streamer: cross promote. So many people that I've seen when they start streaming is they want to stream 16 hours a day, focus on streaming, and they think the more they stream, the more they're going to get noticed. And while that may be true, it's not the best way to go about it. I would spend less time streaming and more time building your brand on other platforms like YouTube, TikTok, and Instagram. YouTube right now is a really great way to kind of build a fan base that could be moved over towards Twitch. TikTok right now is a great way to blow up quickly, but you have to get used to the algorithm and kind of the pacing of TikTok videos. And really with TikTok, it's quantity over quality, as many of the videos on TikTok are recycled from person to person. Number 2, turn off your view count. I can't tell you how many times I personally have been discouraged by a stream because I kept looking over at my Twitch viewer count every 5 minutes and notice how low it was. At the beginning, you're gonna have very little viewers, and it could last a couple years like that until you get noticed and until you get rated and until you have more and more people coming in. If you turn off your view count and you act like you're actually talking to your stream like there's 10 viewers, 100 viewers, trust me, you'll be much better off. It's very difficult to act like you have a bunch of followers or a bunch of viewers in your stream if you actually don't. If you turn off that view count, you can trick yourself into thinking that you have a lot of people in there, and you will find that you are much more open and much more realistic in the way that you talk to your stream. And if you're entertained, that will push over to your viewers, and it's very important. Number 3, network. I can't tell you how important networking is, especially on Twitch. For me, coming from Mixer, networking was much easier, as I personally felt that streamers on Mixer were much more open to helping out smaller streamers and building communities of streamers, and having massive amounts of viewers was a lot easier on Mixer, especially because people could just open a tab and walk away. Now, while that's awesome to gain viewers and have a higher viewership, I think Twitch does it right to where you're actually retaining people who want to watch you. So yes, the downside is much lower view counts for longer periods of time, but it's much more fulfilling when you have 30 people in your chat talking and watching you that you know enjoy your stream and enjoy you. I think the two key factors here for networking are going into other people's streams and showing them support. That doesn't necessarily mean subscribing. It doesn't necessarily mean giving them bits. Just hang out with them in their chat. Talk to them. Tell them how much you enjoy their stream. Tell them what content you like about them. Check out their YouTubes. Like and comment on their YouTube. Just spread the love out to a lot of different streamers that you actually like. And be realistic about it. Don't pretend to like somebody's content that you don't. And here's the key thing to this networking part. You're doing all that work and not expecting really anything in return. Because when you expect things in return, again, you will get discouraged. Do these things out of the kindness of your heart for people that you really like, and I promise you that it will be reciprocated in some way or fashion. I have a busy life, and I have issues trying to get people in to my chat because I don't stream very much, and I don't have the extra time to put into YouTube and TikTok and Instagram. But what I do is I have a lot of different Twitch streams open, like you can see behind me, that I watch, and I occasionally will check into chat and say, hey, I love the stream, this is awesome, or I'll, take the time to communicate with the streamer, and it does go a long way. And a lot of times these streamers will come back into my stream and say something, and a lot of times they won't. Contest, Fire Pokemon, solid mid-game, solid end-game. It's definitely my favorite. More biddies fast. Thank you so much. You didn't gotta waste biddies on me, man. Save it for a good streamer. Don't spend them on me. Again, I'm not expecting anything from them, and I think that's really, really important. Number 4, try not to stream oversaturated games. I know a lot of you will come into streaming and think, oh, I love Warzone or I love Apex and I'm gonna stream these games. But the issue with that is not only are the top streamers like Nick Mercs and Tim the Tatman streaming these games who have over 100,000 viewers between the two of them that are watching those games, but you also have the middle of the pack streamers that are streaming that as well. And I mean, you're gonna have over 500,000 viewers on those games, but none of them are really watching small streamers. Sticking to games that are a lot smaller and a lot less popular, but still have a decent amount of viewers, and that will increase your chances of having somebody stumble upon your stream. I can't tell you how many times that I've personally streamed Warzone and had 3 to 4 viewers in my chat the whole time, and then the next day I'll go in and I'll stream a Pokemon game or a campaign game like Metal Gear Solid or something like that, and I'll have more people come into my chat there because they're less saturated, and 2, because they're less saturated, there's kind of more of a demand for those games, and it helps you to be able to play what you want. And that's a benefit you have as a small streamer, is you can play something that you want while still getting more viewership than you would expect. Number 5, finding your niche. Now, this is the most nuanced part of becoming a small streamer. A lot of people come into streaming and they want to become a video game streamer, and they're like, oh, I'm gonna be the best Warzone streamer there is, or I'm gonna be the best Apex streamer, or I'm gonna be the best just chatting streamer, or I'm gonna be the best music streamer. You have the benefit, again, of being a small streamer where you won't affect your viewership much if you try different things. I started out as just strictly gaming. I've done a lot more just chatting streams recently, and mixing it up with, doing things like tier lists or talking about YouTube videos or even talking about current events. I think it complements you and your stream and your personal preference to try different things. Try streaming different games. Try venturing out the things that you might be uncomfortable with, because if you don't try these different things, you might not realize, oh wow, I really love doing this, and this might be a niche that I can find. Again, if you enjoy yourself, if you enjoy what you're doing, that relays over to your viewers and they will enjoy watching you. So guys, this was kind of my breakdown of everything that I think is something that should be focused on. I have been a small streamer for 2 years. As I said before, I don't have a lot of time to stream or do any of that, but I'm in so many communities. I've talked to so many people. I've done a lot of research, and I have a lot of knowledge that I'm just unable to use for myself. And I'm hoping to spread that knowledge over to you guys for you guys to try new things. There's a lot of tools that you can use to your advantage, and I'm going to do small videos here and there. You can follow my TikTok, which is also in the description below. And I do streaming tips of the day and tools of the day and things like that that will help you to better your stream. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you have any questions, please leave them in the comments, or anything you want me to cover in other videos. I'd be glad to cover them for you. I love all of you. Thank you so much, Flux Fan. And remember, good vibes are contagious.